again?
Yes. When It's Love by Whitesnake, Tawny Katane, enough said.
That's that's a good mic drop.
Tawny Katane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember her.
In that video, I was just telling you, I was at an Angels game once because she was married to an Angels pitcher, and I just saw this beautiful woman sitting below the press box. So I was kind of looking at her over the side of the press box. We got a call up from the dugout. Hey, tell that guy to stop looking at my wife.
That's would be kind of hard to miss her.
Yeah, she's stunning in person. Okay, we've got a lot to get to this hour. Now, this is going to be an important hour. Now, we've had a lot of fun this morning, and I've enjoyed the program so far. But I told you I wanted to do something different. All the Democratic Socialists have all this momentum right now. And they're all telling kids and they're telling their voters, oh, this is about X. It's not. Socialism starts, and then it's never worked anywhere. Communism's never worked anywhere, but they keep telling the same lies and getting people to buy into it. Now, I could sit here and tell you about the dangers of socialism, communism, Marxism, whatever you want to call it, all day long. But I can only say so much. I think it's more powerful when we actually hear from people that have lived under that rule. And I'm going to do my best to find people. Someone very brave reached out to me, and he's going to join us at 8:33. His family fled Cuba at the rise of communism and Castro. He came to America with a pair of pants, and that's about it. Family left everything behind. Government seized it all. Some of his family members had to stay there and live through communism in Cuba. We're going to ask him what it was like when his grandfather told his dad, you need to get out of here before it's too late. That's coming up. It's going to be very powerful coming up at 8:33. In fact, here's what I'm going to suggest. You should call your friends and tell them to make sure you tune in, because you're not going to hear this anywhere else. Everybody else is talking about DSA. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what happens when socialists take over and their promises become lies. So we'll do that at 8:33. You need to be around to listen to this. And by the way, we'll podcast that out, share it with everybody else. You yell and scream on Facebook all the time. You've never changed anybody's mind. Nobody's ever changed my mind with a rant on X. But when you listen to this gentleman talk about what life was like for his family when they fled Cuba, that will be impactful. So we're going to podcast it out as well as we do every show. But you want to tune in at 8:33 and then share it with everybody you know. All right. So that's one. Number two, again, Saturday, big RVA community cookout, raising money for Reeds across America. Tom Leonard's will get going at 11 o'clock, serving until we run out of tri-tip steak sirloin sandwiches that I will be cooking personally for all of you. Now, with that being said, and our golf tournament, by the way, sold out. We have a waiting list. People have asked me about that. WRVA.com/golf. All right, all that out of the way. Let's get to Richmond's Morning News. Story number one, Tuesday, primary results coming in from around the country. Here's the latest from Fox News.
Number one.
President Trump backed Congressman Byron Donalds, winning Florida's GOP gubernatorial primary. He'll take on former Representative David Jolly in November, a former Republican who won the Democratic primary for governor. In the Senate race, State Representative Angie Nixon winning the Democratic primary, incumbent GOP Senator Ashley Moody winning the Republican nomination, Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz clinching the Democratic nomination for Florida's redrawn 20th congressional district, and incumbent Congressman Corey Mills losing the GOP primary in the 7th congressional district to former news anchor Ryan Elijah. Mills, who is backed by President Trump, faces allegations of sexual misconduct, domestic abuse, and campaign finance violations, which Mills has denied. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
All right, so there you go. Basically, the takeaway is, with the exception of Mills, and he had so much baggage, and Republicans don't try to hide those people for the most part, and they kick them to the curb. Donald Trump has huge influence amongst the Republican Party, and the Democrats are wrestling just how far they're going to go to the left with them opening up the tent, as Tim Kaine said, to the Democratic Socialists of America. That's why listening at 8:30 is really important for you today. All right, that's our big story of the morning. Story number two, we've been talking about this all morning. A legendary band has down just one member as the drummer from ZZ Top passes away.
Number two.
All right, so if you're a boomer, this doesn't hit you, but if you're Gen X, this hits you right between the eyes because this is a part of our youth. ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man, MTV, that's who we were. And now when you start to see these icons of our youth pass away, I remember this, my mom said this to me once. Somebody had passed away that she knew as a kid, I can't remember if it was a singer or something like that. She goes, "Wow, I'm getting old." When I heard that Frank Beard had passed away from ZZ Top, same thing hit me. Like, wow, I'm getting old. So we're asking you this morning, James River Air Text line 833-804-1140, best video, favorite video of MTV for your generation. 833-804-1140 and News Radio WRVA on Facebook. Story number 3, the woman who vandalized the World War II the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C., has been released from jail pending charges.
Number 3.
I just found this to be incredibly disgusting. The Greatest Generation. There are honor flights that go on. I hope there's not an honor flight that's been scheduled while this memorial has been vandalized. These are to the men and women that stepped forward to fight Japan and Germany in World War II. The Greatest Generation that saved us from the Nazis. And some Karen had the audacity to go out there and deface that memorial. Folks, the whole idea of you just feeling like you can just do anything you want if you're a Karen and protest has got to be stood up to. We as Americans have to say enough is enough. You raging Karens and you wild-eyed protesters. You protest all you want. In fact, I celebrate your ability to stand there and protest. You should be able to stand there and protest. But protesting means you stand on the sidewalk and you make your voice heard. You don't walk into the street. You don't block traffic. And God bless it, you don't deface the World War II memorial that honors those that sacrificed their lives so you idiot, have the right to protest. And when I say idiot, I mean the person that defaced the World War II memorial. I don't know any other way that I can say it on the radio. I am so outraged at this. And you should be as well. We have to start becoming sane. The insanity has got to stop. The insanity has got to stop. Again, I'll stand there and I'll defend with my dying breath your ability to protest and your right to protest, whether I like what you have to say or not. But the second you confuse your voice and standing there on a street corner protesting, holding up the most disgusting sign you can hold up that's so repulsive to me, but God bless it, this country, we still have free speech. The second you step off that curb, you interfere with traffic, and you start imposing that on other people, that's not protesting, and nor is defacing the World War II memorial. Shame on you, woman. Shame on you. And I hope Judge Janine throws the book at you and then some. Within the letter of the law, prosecute her for everything you're worth, Judge Janine. She deserves it. And she needs to be held accountable, and she needs to be made an example. That's unacceptable in America. That's unacceptable. You have every right to protest. You don't have the right to defame the memories of those that gave their lives to sacrifice to save this world from Hitler. All right, let's move on before I get really worked up here. All right, story number 4. I got to change gears here. Speaking of gears, fourth big story we talked about this morning. Who are the worst drivers? What do they drive in America? Here we go.
Number 4.
Let me catch my breath here. According to a new survey, if you drive a BMW, Ram, Tesla, you are the worst drivers in America. Currently, BMW drivers, 45 incidents per 1,000 drivers over the last year. The people that are most likely to speed will drive Infinitis, Volkswagens, Mercurys, Lexus, Cadillac, or Chryslers. Oh, no. Hold on a second. Infiniti is the brand with the highest speeding rate. Sorry, I'm still mad about that whole story. Followed by Volkswagen and Mercurys. What is a Mercury? Do they even make those anymore?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. I think so.
Gonna drive
I don't
me
know.
a Mercury. Lexus, Cadillac, and Chrysler drivers are the least likely to speed.
Well, Mercury is part of the Ford family.
Okay. I remember the Mercury Marquis.
Yeah, that
right.
was. I don't think that's around anymore.
All right, finally, after just thinking of that woman, what she did at that memorial is absolutely disgusting. So I kind of got a little upset there, started yelling. But I get yelled at every day by Super Dave, don't I, Super Dave?
I would say every day.
A couple times a week.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Well, you know what? We behind the microphone, or we in front of the microphone, and okay, we the people that talk are sick and tired of you people pushing us around, Dave. And we're not going to take it anymore.
Get in line.
Here is my sister that's tired of producers yelling at the on-air talent. Take a listen.
Number 5.
I'm going to have to do that again. I am. I'm in Amy's script, the Amy's Angels one. The second thing didn't make sense, so I was just trying to fix that part. And I can't wait for you to go through them all, and then I go through them, because then I'm already getting ready by then. But this time we had to do the PSAs, so. Finish what? Go ahead. I don't think you are. You're walking out really angry. Jeez, oh, Pete. Can I please finish what I'm going to say? What the Grow up.
Yes.
I'm so done with her antics, telling on me every 5
Dave,
seconds. I'm
we're tired
done.
of your antics, Dave. We're tired of your antics. We're not gonna take it.
Yeah, a TV anchor
We're not gonna take it.
A TV anchor.
We're not gonna take
a drama queen. Gee,
anymore.
wonder if they've ever made a movie about that. Ron Burgundy.
By the way, I'm now in trouble. Boomers are mad. Like, Herrera, shut up. We enjoy ZZ Top. We can rock out harder than you.
Those boomers, they know they can throw down when they want to.
Won't back down. Tom Petty. I was born in '83.
Well, that's
other people are mad at me now.
Well, that would be Gen X, wouldn't it? If you were born in '83.
I don't know. Anyway, that's Richmond's
you
morning
might
news
be
brief.
towards the end of the Gen X.
That's Richmond's morning news brief for this morning. All right, I lost my temper. I got to yell back at Dave. I sang Twisted Sister. The fun police are going to get mad at me, aren't they?
The fun police are always mad at you.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
And me too. You can throw my name in.
Yeah,
there
you're
too.
the instigator of all this. You're the instigator of all this. All right. Pearson Signature Dealerships, proud sponsor of this radio show. So here's the deal. You can drive down the road. There's tons of places that want to sell you a car. But how many of them are willing to